Really get the reaction that I thought I would. She kind of went, ah! And cowered in fear.
I did not really get the response that I allowed. I would. She kind of went, ah. Yeah, and powered in fear of Ford, Adidas, Netflix, Starbucks, Barbie, Whoopi, and The View. Aldian files vilification suit against Whoopi Goldberg and The View. I'm no supremacist is what Jason Aldean had to say to that situation. You have to realize that when you make it about Black Lives Matter, people kind of say, well, are you talking about black people? What are you talking about then? Whoopi Goldberg is in the news again, and this time it appears it's from the stager actor Tom Selleck, who supposedly is not holding back. He is tattling the dirt on Whoopi's eyebrow-raising difficulties, from jaw-dropping statements to caption-making feuds. Whoopi has been in the public limelight numerous times, but maybe none of her difficulties so far have been as dramatic as Jason Aldean's rearmost action against her. Sure, so I suppose everybody was just kind of stupefied and really did not know what to do or what was going on or anything. Who's Jason Aldean, you ask? Jason Aldean's rearmost track, Try That in a Small City, has stirred up quite a commotion since its music videotape dropped. Despite the song's original May release, it climbed to the #2 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 only after the music videotape hit the scene many weeks ago. In the videotape, we see demurrers and competitions with the police, sparking contestation. Nonetheless, despite all the attention and review, the song has defied prospects and secured its place on the maps, racking up an emotional 22 million views for the music videotape. Aldean's lyrics do not hash words. Curse out a Bobby. Spit in his face, stomp on the flag, and light it up. Yeah, you suppose you were tough. We will try that in a small city. See how far you make it down the road. Around then we take care of our own. You cross that line. It will not take long for you to find out. I recommend you don't. This person refocused out the recent big fight in Alabama that went down and how Jason Aldean kept catching heat from it. The way Jason Aldean is catching all the fucking strays with this Alabama situation is poking me. Another person twittered about the situation saying, this is what happens when you and your racist hillbilly musketeers try that in a small city. Enjoy that A-swappin'. And this person had a veritably ridiculous take on the whole situation. Racist was the wrong word to describe that Jason Aldean track. A better description for me is it's trash, do not bother. Some people still could not see why the song was being called supremacist. I'll leave this then for the people who claim this song is so-called supremacist. It easily talks about violent crimes and people in all color committing violent crimes. There's nothing racist about this song at Jason Aldean. This person was also on the Jason Aldean crusade. Supposedly this song by Jason Aldean is racist. Having heeded to the song and watched the music videotape, I am supposedly this song by Jason Aldean is racist. Having heeded to the song and watched the music videotape, I am floundering to work out why. Any ideas why the woke left wing have lost it this time? It's not surprising that Jason caught so important heat for the song, considering some of the rudiments in it could fluently be seen as aggressive. And that is exactly why when Whoopi Goldberg counted in on the song, it only added energy to the fire. Whoopi Goldberg did not hold back on The View when it came to Jason Aldean's Tried That in a Small City. According to her, the visual rudiments depicting the Black Lives Matter demurrers in the music videotape missed the mark. He has got folks from the Black Lives Matter movement, and he is talking about people taking care of each other, and I find it so intriguing that it no way passed to Jason or the Pens that is what these folks were doing. They were taking care of the people in their city because they did not like what they saw. In response, it's contended that Aldean has reportedly filed a hefty $40 million action against Goldberg and the other hosts of The View, claiming that they inferred he was a supremacist due to his new song. In composition named, Jason Aldean files defamation suit against Whoopi and The View. I Am No Racist delves into the details. Especially, ABC has stood by their hosts, citing their protection under the First Amendment's free speech rights. But that seems not to discourage Aldean, as his attorney Joe Barron suggested that Whoopi should face the consequences of her conduct. To make it more serious, as we have stressed before, it looks like Tom Selleck, who has been a Hollywood heavyweight known for his conservative views, has continued to state his support for country star Jason Aldean and his hit song about small municipalities. According to the Dunning-Kruger Times, Selleck participated. I grew up in a small city, said Selleck, and let me tell you, Jason's song was spot on. The source further claims that while his commentary were escaped by numerous in his own circle, Selleck just does not watch. "I've my own set of values to cleave to," he said. In a touching gesture, Aldian reached out to express his gratefulness, transferring Selleck an autographed thumb drive containing the song and an uncut interpretation of the videotape. A note attached to it read, "To Tom Selleck, from one of your beta suckers." Born Jeremy Logan Portabilly in West Gregston, Alabama in 1943, Tom Selleck latterly espoused his mama's maiden name due to advice from his first agent, who noted that his original name was a bit too fantastic. He graduated from Our Lady of Seasalt College in Mobile, holding a degree in drama and literature. While he started with commercials for Gillette razors and Aquanet, Selleck made a name for himself as Magnum P.I., Monica's Swain, and a well-known presence on CBS. As Joe Barron noted, he is the perfect Joe to call when you need an emotional mustache. Indeed, though he cannot club worth a damn. Of course, it's not surprising that Selleck is backing Aldian, especially considering Whoopi's track record of difficulties. Figo, host of The View, set up herself in hot water constantly in 2022 after making some deeply disquieting commentary about the Holocaust. These commentary led to her being suspended from the long-standing ABC talk show for 2 weeks in February. The Ghost star, who had preliminarily linked as Jewish, faced immense counter-reaction after starting on the January 31st, 2022 occasion of The View that the Holocaust, which tragically claimed over 6 million Jewish lives, wasn't about race. It's about man's brutality to man. Kim Godwin, ABC News chairman, fleetly took action, stating on February 1st, 2022, effective incontinently, "I'm suspending Whoopi Goldberg for 2 weeks for her wrong and hurtful commentary." While Whoopi has apologized, I have asked her to take time to reflect and learn about the impact of her commentary. The entire ABC News Association stands in solidarity with our Jewish associates, musketeers, family, and communities. While Goldberg did offer and reason back also, she maintained her station in December 2022. "My stylish friend said not for nothing is there no box on the tail for the Jewish race. So that leads me to believe that we are presumably not a race," she told the Sunday Times. Flashback who they were killing first. They weren't killing ethnical, they were killing physical. They were killing people they considered to be mentally imperfect. And also they made this decision. These obnoxious reflections about World War II were just one case among numerous where she stirred up contestation over the Times. In July 2015, she controversially defended Bill Cosby in the midst of multitudinous allegations of affect assault against him, asserting that he was innocent until proven shamefaced. Cosby was latterly doomed to captivity for affect assault in 2018, though his conviction was ultimately capsized after serving 3 times. After facing counter-reaction, Goldberg shifted her station during an appearance on ABC News latterly that month. During the #Oscar So White debate in January 2020, which centered on the lack of diversity in Oscar nominations, Goldberg took the station that the awards show was not about race. She refocused to her own 1991 Stylish Supporting Actress Oscar win for her part in Ghost as substantiation. "The issue isn't the Academy," Goldberg stated on The View at the time. "Indeed, if you fill the Academe with Black and Latino and Asian members, if there is no bone on the screen to bounce for, you are not going to get the outgrowth that you want." She added, "I won formally, so it cannot be that supremacist." Goldberg also faced significant counter-reaction after participating her views on the 2014 domestic violence incident involving Ray Rice, who was caught on videotape severely abusing his woman. Jenny Palmer, "Do not be surprised if you hit a man, he hits you back." Goldberg stated on The View at the time, "I know I'm going to catch a lot of hell and I do not watch, but you have to educate women. Don't live with this idea that men have this chivalry thing still with them. Do not assume that that's still in place." In a more recent disclosure, Whoopi Goldberg admitted she regrets ever tying the knot. Indeed, though she went through 3 marriages in the history. She candidly expressed frustration over the boring and precious nature of her triad of divorces. During a lively discussion on Tuesday's occasion of The View, the 67-time-old star opened up about her romantic history. She participated how she set up herself dancing and swaggering each time her marriages came to an end. Whoopi has experienced 3 divorces, with her last marriage to union organizer Lyle Trachtenberg ending in 1995. Reflecting on her 3rd marriage, she set up that the process was getting decreasingly monotonous and financially draining, inferring that this has dissuaded her from saying, "I do again," despite being romantically linked with high-profile members like actors Timothy Dalton and Ted Danson. During the discussion about connections with her co-hosts, Whoopi grew visibly exasperated, particularly when Joy Behar playfully suggested that women should consider marrying youngish men. Looks like you have a lot of effects to complain about, Whoopi. That is all for the videotape, folks. Thanks for watching. Lot of effects to complain about conviviality. That is all for the videotape, folks. Thanks for watching.